Issue Point and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a cracker of an episode I've got for you guys, because we got a lot of news. A lot of news. We have for you guys. We're going to talk about. No, we're not going to talk about Son Heung-min crying. Deservedly so, because they played shit yesterday. But we're also going to talk about certain people who are actually mocking Spurs more than anyone else. More transfer rumours involving an Arsenal centre mid, a cam, and of course a proper winger. Let's just jump into the news that we got here. If you seek daily Arsenal content, consider subscribing. Follow me on my Instagram for daily Arsenal madness, and of course the link of which is in the description for all of these, and the second channel for all the FIFA content as well. So let's just jump into it. So as you can see, Son Heung-min crying yesterday. Mesut Ozil tweets out mocking Spurs. He tweets, "It remains dusty. Hashtag League Cup final." Ladies and gentlemen, Mesut Ozil. The second biggest burn, I think the first biggest burn that he actually came up with, that trophy cabinet kind of a comment that he made. That was super hilarious. Hilarious. Moving on, so congratulations for Thierry Henry to be inducted in Premier League Hall of Fame. Yes, congratulations. Arsenal posted an emotional, or rather Arsenal posted it on their official website as well, that congratulations to Thierry Henry, who is one of the first two players to be named in the official Premier League Hall of Fame. Our legend has been inducted alongside the league's leading scorer Alan Shearer after winning a record 4 Premier League Golden Boot awards during his 8-year stay in North London. Henry scored a club record 175 Premier League goals in 258 appearances for Arsenal and netted more than 20 league goals in 5 consecutive seasons between 2001 and 2006. After joining Arsenal in 1999, he won the Premier League title twice and was a key member of our Invincibles team, who went unbeaten, and we all know everything about it. So what did he actually have to say? Thierry Henry said, "To be inducted alongside Alan Shearer as the two first inductees into the Premier League Hall of Fame is more than special. When I was young, I was just trying to make sure I could get a pair of boots, and now we're talking about the Hall of Fame. During my career, I wanted to play hard and make sure I was fighting for the cause, because that's all the fans want to see. If you asked me at the start of my career about entering the Hall of Fame, I would not have believed you. It's an amazing honor." A short list of 23 additional nominees eligible to join the Premier League Hall of Fame in 2021 will be announced during the show, with fans invited to cast their vote from 7 p.m. and help select the remaining 6 inductees to the 2021 Premier League Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it actually recognizes and celebrates the exceptional skill and talents of individuals who have graced the Premier League since its inception in 1992. It is the highest individual honor awarded to the players by the league. Beautiful, beautiful news as we see Thierry Henry getting it. Well, moving on, so talking about more better stuff, it's really happening. Matt Law actually comes up with a report. Yes, it is a big report. So he tweets out, "I have it on good authority that Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp and Patrick Vieira have joined Daniel Ek in his bid to buy Arsenal, and I'm told it is very real." And he actually comes up with a report on telegraph.co.uk. So Matt Law believes it's a strong possibility Arsenal are getting it. Wow. Lovely. You just love to see it. Just love to see it, man. And also, Arsenal are covering more than 90% of Mesut Ozil's 350k a week salary. Last 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. Last 6 months. Crazy stuff. So moving on, so talking about more stuff, ladies and gentlemen, the Athletic report that Arsenal have opened talks with Emil Smith-Rowe over a new contract. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal have already begun contract negotiations with Emil Smith-Rowe on a new contract extension to his current deal. Also, as well as locking in Emil Smith-Rowe for the future, Arsenal also plan to sign another number 10. Whether that is Martin Odegaard or an alternative option, only time will tell. But for now, it is Emil Smith-Rowe getting a new contract, and in the coming transfer window, we are definitely going to see something better. So moving on, so if you know this guy, you're a legend, because his name is Takefusa Kubo, a Real Madrid player on loan at Getafe. So it looks like Arsenal negotiate for Kubo behind Getafe centre forward's back. The insertion of the Japanese in the Azulon club has not been positive to think he will extend his stay for a longer time. Takefusa, one of the men with greatest technical riches in the entire European environment, is being probed at this moment by the English giant, paid by his likely decline in Getafe. His arrival at the Azulon club has not turned out as expected, mainly because of the uncomfortable position his team occupies and the absolute need to draw on experience to score points. That has motivated the owners of their rights to negotiate their departure to a newer destination, understanding that the season began in Villarreal and will end it by Bordalas. That destination has been stated at Arsenal, which intends to advantage of its excellent corporate relationship with Real Madrid. Now, the legal figure will be the same since the intention has not changed, closing the gap of what is necessary and what is not. Real Madrid have allowed Arsenal to work on a loan. They do not want to get into a turmoil zone, and they have made it clear that their only intention is to make their player blank and gain experience. And in no case do they think of selling Takefusa, and their clause confirms this. At the moment, while Zidane is the coach, his options are quite limited. The Asian winger knows of his real chances and for now seems motivated. The closing of the season is actually hurried, and it's a big strong possibility that Takefusa Kubo is actually coming to Arsenal on a loan deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal are working for it, and it's shocking. It is supremely shocking. I'm loving to see that, and yeah, it's just far more amazing. Moving on, so after Takefusa Kubo, news that is actually coming out, here's another player that who was also already on Arsenal's radar. Unai Emery has something to actually say about Arsenal. We all know that Arsenal are going to lock horns with Villarreal in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Before the game, Unai Emery has some very good words about Arsenal. So, talking to UEFA.com, Villarreal's Unai Emery had to say something about it. So he says that I will have to put aside my feelings for Arsenal. He says Arsenal's history is renowned throughout the world. I'm lucky enough to have coached over there, although it ended in unwanted circumstances. Now I'm happy where I am and appreciate my new coaching job at Villarreal. I have great memories from my 1 year and 4 or 5 month stay at Arsenal. We experienced great moments together on the pitch, such as reaching and preparing for the Europa League final against Chelsea, and in the day-to-day stuff as well at the training ground. Those are great memories, but now we are on different teams. There are a lot of players that are still there, players who started their careers with me as their coach. I will always tell this little anecdote about Bukayo Saka. He made his Premier League debut against Fulham, which I remember we won 4-1. I think it kicked off at 12:30 and he played the last 8 to 10 minutes and didn't touch the ball. Now he's establishing himself at a higher level. Many of the players I coached are still at Arsenal. Callum Chambers, Hector Bellerin, Rob Holding, exceptional guys. El Neni, who's an extraordinary player and a person. Lacazette, Aubameyang, Martinelli, who is becoming more important now after a serious injury. Nicolas Pepe is also an important player who I think is settling and getting more and more confidence. So it's great to see, Unai Emery is actually coming out, and he says that when Arsenal are in form, they're a top team. We've seen that this season, but so are we. We will find our form. So in terms of confidence, the demands, the respect we have for the opponent, this semi-final will be full of tension. Moving on, so Julian Brandt has already told Mikel Arteta how to unleash him at Arsenal. Well, the Borussia Dortmund star is an option for Arsenal's number 10 conundrum, and it looks like 25 million euros, according to Bild, that is Christian Falk. 25 million euros or 21 million pounds is what it will take for Arsenal to actually get their man in Julian Brandt. But the possibility of Arsenal signing is actually in. But in 2019, he actually spoke to Bild about his preferred position. Brandt said, "For me, it's optimal. I feel really good at Dortmund. I waited a long time to be able to show what I can do in the middle. When I played up top, I was also in a central position, but playing as a striker wasn't easy for me. I'm not a player like Romelu Lukaku. I wouldn't say I was in a slump before, but I sense that I'm on a way back to my old strength and feel really good on the pitch." Well, let's see. Centrally is where he wants to play, and I think so that is exactly where Arsenal are supposed to play him. Arsenal have discovered how much it will cost for Emiliano Buendia's transfer after Norwich stance is confirmed. Now, Emiliano Buendia was one of the shining lights in a dismal Norwich campaign in the Premier League, but Buendia will actually would want to actually play for a bigger and a better team right now. So the goals from midfield have never been an issue for Buendia who has notched up 31 goal contributions, 14 goals and 17 assists. But make no mistake, that is actually that has actually come up from the Championship. So, talking about the valuation, they said what Norwich think about Emiliano Buendia. Norwich Sporting Director Stuart Webber said that we have our valuation, and if people don't want to pay that, they don't get them. We don't see it as us being unreasonable. We do know what our players are worth, what we've done for them, and what we want to be compensated for if they were to go. It's inevitable that interest will come for these three because they're terrific players and very, very experienced now for their age. So £40 million is the price tag. Will Arsenal pay that much? I don't know. So with this, we